Hey, it's Renee with Forget the Rest Fitness, your health and fitness coach, and oh my God, y'all, I love coffee. And I'm gonna go ahead and start making some. I'm making French press. So I've got about I've measured up to the 4-cup level in my grinder, and I ground some beans. We like to use Starbucks, a dark roast version. I like coffee with chicory. My husband doesn't like it so much. And you let this sit for 4 minutes. So we're gonna I'm gonna step away and set a timer real quick for 4 minutes on the microwave here. And so this is gonna sit for 4 minutes, and then you stir it and you plunge it. I'll show you as we go. I'm from South Louisiana, and I grew up drinking cafe au laits with my mama with lots of whole milk and sugar in them. So when I started getting healthy and fit, you know, we all start where we are, right? And as we go, you're working hard at your goals, and you start refining your habits. And so a lot of people ask me, how do you drink your coffee? And how do you drink it black? And how did you get there, right? What I want to tell you guys is that I was a little girl that used to put a mound of sugar on her grape nuts, right? So we had healthy cereal at home. We didn't have Fruit Loops. We didn't have Frosted Flakes growing up. We only got Captain Crunch when we were with our grandmother, but we were allowed free access to the sugar dish in the kitchen. So I'd have grape nuts and put a ton of sugar on it, just like I'd fix my coffee in the morning as a little girl and put a ton of sugar on it. And then, you know, I wanted to be healthier, I wanted to lose weight, and I started using, probably like most of us did, artificial sweeteners. And I started with things like Sweet and Low and Equal. And then I switched over to Splenda because I thought this was better for me since it was actually made from the sugar cane. And then we started learning, as I got further along on my health and fitness journey, how bad artificial sweeteners are for you and how they can actually be worse than real sugar because your body doesn't recognize them. And that was a huge downer because I would have 4 packets of Splenda in my coffee every day, and I usually drink it in a big mug. This is my favorite French Quarter New Orleans mug. This is my favorite one to drink out of. We all have our favorite mugs, right? And so I'd have a giant cup or 2 before I would leave for work in the morning with probably half a cup of sugar in it, if I'm being honest, which is ridiculous, or 4 Splendas. So I was working out, following a pretty healthy diet, not quite where I am now, and I got results, but the weight wasn't coming off as fast as I wanted. And I'm in a health food store, and somebody says, you know, when you cut out those artificial sweeteners, the rest of the weight will come off. And so the first thing that I tried, and what I'm going to tell you is it's going to be a little bit of trial and error for you. The first thing that I tried was stevia in my coffee. It tasted like cardboard, and I didn't care for it. And I kept thinking, God, is it the stevia or is it the cardboard cup I'm drinking my, you know, like the cardboard coffee style cup that I'm drinking my coffee out of? Because this was after baby number 2, and I'm at work and I'm half asleep, and I had the stevia at work trying to have coffee. Didn't work. So the next thing I tried was agave in my coffee, and that was okay, but I wasn't crazy about it. And then I switched to honey, and honey worked. It sweetened my coffee for me, but the more and more I had the honey, the less and less I needed it. So it kind of stepped me down from that. And so I had switched over from skim or whole milk, or what we like to call pet milk in the can, evaporated milk, to almond milk, which is what we have in the house right now. But we also, we like 25 calorie cashew milk a lot. It's a little creamier, but it's kind of like what we can find. There's the timer on the French press. So you take a wooden spoon, and this is like, you know, we have a Keurig, we have a big coffee maker, but when we have the time, we love to make French press. It's just a richer, creamier, thicker version of a coffee, and if you're a coffee connoisseur, you know, there's really good espresso, there's really good coffee. It's one of the indulgences in life, and this is actually a low-calorie indulgence that has some health benefits. I think it has antioxidants and stuff like that. But if you load it up with sugar and artificial sweeteners, and then you put the plunger through to strain it, and you gotta push it down. And this is why we work out, right? So we can do things like this. And that separates the grinds out from the actual coffee liquid, and then you get a nice pour. And I'm going to show you guys how I've been drinking my coffee lately. What I've been doing to flavor my coffee is I've been putting straight up cinnamon and a little bit of turmeric in it. Turmeric has anti-pain properties. It helps with inflammation, and it helps with pain in the body. And so it's a really good healthy thing. And like, I like to kind of, I'll throw it into my healthy shakes, I'll throw it into my coffee, just different little things that I can find to slip it into because it's so good for you. So that's how I did it. Another thing you can do is put coconut oil in your coffee, and if you put it in a mini, like, single serve style blender, it'll froth it like a cappuccino or a latte. So that's really fun if you have the macros for that coconut oil available in whatever diet plan you're doing. That's a good way to do it. Another good healthy option for sweetening your coffee is coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is lower on the glycemic index. It's natural, so your body can recognize it, and it will do the job of sweetening your coffee. The other thing is, just in general, as you get healthier and fit, as you eat more real, unprocessed foods, your body doesn't crave sugar as much, and your taste buds change. So you might, excuse me, you won't need as much sweeteners and things in your food. So a lot of times I drink my coffee straight up black. Just depending on my mood, I may add a splash of almond milk or cashew milk. But lately, it's been cinnamon and turmeric. Another thing you can do is just add like some really good quality vanilla extract to your coffee. And then all you have to do at this point is have a sip and enjoy it. It's so good. I love coffee. Well guys, this is how you can enjoy coffee and save yourself some calories. I'm a big proponent of eating my calories instead of drinking them. Y'all have a great day. If you like this video, like it, leave us a comment, share it. If you have tips on how you drink your coffee and make it healthier or reduce the calories in it, feel free to share those in the comments. Enjoy your coffee.